We began our journey on behalf of Boise State University's Microgravity program in midsummer of 2009. We gathered 3 teams of students from engineering and science disciplines and began writing proposals for NASA's Microgravity University and SEED programs. Working throughout the summer, the proposals and essays were submitted in October. In December, we were notified that 2 of our 3 teams had been selected to participate in the program. Our lunar traction team was assigned to work on the continuation of BSU's previous microgravity team with our former mentor, Pedro Curiel. From the time that we were notified in late December, our team had 115 days to flight week. In those 16 weeks, we had to design, fabricate, and test the experimental apparatus, as well as compose several documents describing its operation and safety. The team conquered many challenges along the way, from communication between subsystems groups about project status to the challenges of actual fabrication and testing. The test equipment data package report also posed technical writing challenges, with a very detailed structural analysis requirement for flight certification. During the same time, while the experiment was being designed and built, the team also began several outreach projects, one with Caldwell High School, which would allow the Caldwell students to help us design a wheel tread that would fly with us on the flight.
Our outreach activities, we worked with high school students at Caldwell High School in Caldwell, Idaho, and also Bora High School, which is in Boise, Idaho. With Caldwell High School students, we spent time with them for 6 weeks and 4 weeks with Bora. We worked with a science teacher. Her name was Mel Hensman at Caldwell High School. So one of our main goals working with Caldwell High School students was to show them the physics side of the interesting side of physics. The first week we introduced them to just basic science, what is friction, and the reason why we were doing the this entire project with them. Then the second week we introduced them to a program called SolidWorks. One of our ideas was maybe they can create a wheel. We brought up about a couple of wheels, and we want Caldwell to design one of the wheels. It has tread on it. So the students get to come up with their own idea within their own team, and among the whole entire group, the 25 students, they get to pick which one. And they have to give us the reason why they picked that certain design. Then that following week, come to BSU for a whole day field trip. And one of the cool things is that the students get to see their wheel being designed at the same time when they were here. Our wheels were designed at the new development lab that we have here, and the students get to see that. That was pretty cool.
Concluding the preparations for the experiment, the apparatus was shipped to Houston, Texas in early April, with the 2 flight teams following it excitedly a week later. The team readied the experiment over the weekend and passed the test readiness review on Monday, prior to loading the experiment onto the plane. After being issued our flight suits, the experimental flights began the next day, a reduced gravity experience that the student flight teams won't soon forget.
I think the best way to describe the flight would be it was like a theme park of science sort of thing. Like it's like you're on a roller coaster, just a long-lasting, gigantic roller coaster. And I think the coolest part about it was like it was like you're having so much fun, but you still had to focus, and it kind of excited you, all this hard work that you put into the project, and you want it to work right. So I was like almost anxious during the first practice parabola to get down and dirty with the experiment. I really do believe that the microgravity program builds long-lasting skills needed for engineering, especially along the lines that really sharpened technical writing skills on writing the proposals and drawing the conclusions, and also it really helps with the design process. I learned a lot with the computer design program, SolidWorks, through this program, and also it kind of opens your eyes into how much safety is required when working on an engineering project. Well, I think teamwork is extremely important, if not one of the most important things, especially when practicing good systems engineering, because then that especially helps with when you're brainstorming, especially because then you can't get out of the realm of what's possible and what's not. Well, as growing up as a kid, I always kind of considered NASA as kind of a fictitious thing almost, like going to the moon. It seems pretty far-fetched, And I think that was the coolest part was going on all these amazing tours, and like at the Habitat Module Lab and the Spacesuit Lab and the Virtual Reality Lab and Mission Control, and I expected like the NASA employees to be really kind to us, which they were, but I think the thing that impressed me most was how much they enjoy doing their job, like how much passion they have. I like on the tours you could really see how much they're into what they're doing, even at the food lab.
In the end, the Boise State Lunar Traction Experiment was a success. We eventually found our way home. Though our trip had come to a close, the experience working with NASA has left a lasting impression and has inspired many of our students to continue on pursuing careers in space exploration.
Guitar.